Noise doesn't only fill the air, it fills the mind. It hums beneath our thoughts, echoes inside our choices, and lingers long after the sound has stopped. Most of us no longer hear it because we live inside it. But even when unheard, noise has weight. It presses on the nervous system, tightens the breath, and fogs the clarity that once felt natural. We call it progress. The constant hum of machines, the buzz of notifications, the chatter of endless connection. But what we've gained in information, we've lost in silence. And without silence, the mind forgets how to listen to itself. The modern world is designed for volume. Every surface shines to catch our eyes. Every moment demands a reaction. Even rest is marketed as performance. Meditation apps, productivity hacks, ways to relax faster. But silence can't be optimized. It can only be entered. Noise doesn't just come through the ears. It comes through screens, through comparison, through the inner dialogue of never feeling enough. It's the weight of unprocessed thought, of attention stretched too thin. We scroll, swipe, consume, but rarely digest. The mind becomes bloated with impressions, starved for understanding. In this age, peace is not passive. It's an act of resistance. To choose quiet is to choose depth in a world addicted to surface. It's to remember that not every signal deserves response, and not every sound deserves space. Some silence must be protected the way forests protect air. The body knows what the mind denies. It tenses in traffic, flinches at headlines, reacts before understanding why. Noise teaches the body to brace for the next alert, the next update, the next demand. Eventually, stillness itself begins to feel unnatural. We crave distraction, like breath, and call anxiety normal. But beneath the static, there's always a hum of peace, waiting for us to turn down the volume. Noise is not only external. Some of it lives inside. The constant inner commentary, the replay of old mistakes, the script of self-judgment that never finishes its sentence. This is the heaviest kind of noise because it disguises itself as thought. It convinces us that we're thinking when we're only rehearsing fear. The cure for noise is not escape. It's awareness. Silence doesn't mean removing sound. It means removing confusion. You can be silent in a city and deafened in solitude. Silence is not where you are. It's how you attend. It begins with permission to stop producing meaning and start perceiving it. When you let silence in, you don't lose connection, you recover it. You hear things you didn't know were speaking. The rhythm of your breath, the tone beneath your thoughts, the small, steady pulse of life continuing on its own. The world doesn't get quieter. You become attuned. In silence, the mind organizes itself. What once felt overwhelming starts to sort into pattern. Priorities reveal themselves without force. Clarity emerges not as effort, but as natural alignment. It's like sediment settling in water. Nothing added, nothing removed. Just stillness allowing truth to separate from noise. Noise is heavy because it demands constant interpretation. Every headline, every ping, every word asks the mind to decide. Is this important? Is this threat? Is this mine? Silence, on the other hand, asks nothing. It restores the luxury of neutrality, a space where perception can rest without choosing sides. We think productivity is power, but the real power is discernment, knowing what deserves energy. Calm is not the absence of sound. It's the mastery of attention, and attention, when freed from noise, returns to its natural clarity, aware, focused, alive. The art of silence is not about muting the world. It's about tuning yourself. The musician doesn't blame the orchestra for being loud. They adjust their instrument until harmony appears. Likewise, we can't control the volume of the world, but we can refine our resonance. The quieter we become inside, the more precisely we can hear. When you begin to cultivate silence, you'll notice how much of what once felt urgent was merely loud. Urgency is often volume disguised as importance. Silence reveals which signals are real and which are echoes of someone else's anxiety. This discernment is the beginning of wisdom. Sometimes, healing sounds like nothing. It's the space between two thoughts where pain stops defining identity. It's the pause before reaction where the next moment begins differently. That's what noise steals, the opportunity to choose. And that's what silence restores. The weight of noise is lifted one breath at a time. Each inhale clears static. Each exhale returns focus. The more you practice, the more you realize that silence isn't emptiness. It's structure. It holds the shape of thought the way space holds the shape of light. Peace isn't found in quiet places. It's built by quiet minds. If this moment brought you calm, stay a while, subscribe, and let this space remind you that silence is not escape. It's clarity. Every day, we return here to breathe, to listen, and to remember that when the noise fades, truth begins to sing. This is form within mind, where calm takes shape.